Anyone old enough to read this is old enough to remember that favorite heroine of fiction who used to start her day by rising from her couch, flinging wide her casement, leaning out, and breathing deep the perfumed morning air. You will recall, too, the pure white rose clambering at the side of the casement, all jeweled with the dew of dawn. This the lady plucked, caroling. Daily she plucked it. A hardy perennial, if ever there was one. Subsequently, pressing it to her lips, she flung it into the garden below, where stood her lover, likewise an early riser. Romantic proceeding this, but unhygienic when you consider that her rush for the closed casement was doubtless due to the fact that her bedroom, hermetically sealed during the night, must have grown pretty stuffy by morning. Her complexion was probably bad. No such idyllic course marked the matin of our heroine. Her day's beginning differed from the above in practically every detail. Thus, A. When Harrietta rose from her couch, cream enamel, full-sized bed with double-hair mattress and box springs, she closed her casement with a bang, having slept in a gale that swept her two-room and kitchenette apartment on the 11th floor in 56th Street. B. She never leaned out, except perhaps to flap a dust rag, because lean as she might, defying the laws of gravity and the house superintendent, she could have viewed nothing more than roofs and sky and chimneys, where already roofs and sky and chimneys filled the eye. Unless you consider that by screwing around and flattening one ear and the side of your jaw against the window jamb, you could almost get a glimpse of distant green, prominently mentioned in the agent's ad as unexcelled view of park. C. The morning air wasn't perfumed for purposes of breathing deep, being New York morning air, richly laden with the smell of warm asphalt, smoke, gas, and, when the wind was right, the glue factory on the Jersey Shore across the river. D. She didn't pluck a rose, caroling, because even if by some magic Burbankian process Jack's beanstalk had been made rose-bearing, it would have been hard put to it to reach this skyscraper home. E, if she had flung it, it probably would have ended its 11-story flight in the handcart of Messinger's butcher boy, who usually made his first 56th Street delivery at about that time. F. The white rose would not have been jeweled and sparkling with the dews of dawn anyway, as at Harrietta's rising hour, between 10:30 and 11:30 a.m., the New York City dews, if any, have left for the day. Spartans who rise regularly at the chaste hour of 7 will now regard Harrietta with disapproval. These should be told that Harrietta never got to bed before 12:30, nor to sleep before 2:30, which, on an 8-hour sleep count, should even things up somewhat in their minds. They must know, too, that in one corner of her white and blue bathroom reposed a pair of wooden dumbbells, their ankles neatly crossed. She used them daily. Also, she bathed, massaged, exercised, took facial and electric treatments, worked like a slave, lived like an athlete in training in order to preserve her hair, skin, teeth, and figure, almost never ate what she wanted, nor as much as she liked. That earlier lady of the closed casement and the white rose probably never even heard of a dentifrice or a cold shower. The result of Harrietta's rigors was that now, at 37, she could pass for 27 on Fifth Avenue at 5 o'clock, flesh pink, single-mesh face veil. 25 at a small dinner, rose-colored shades over the candles, and 22, easily, behind the amber footlights. You will have guessed that Harrietta, the heroine, is none other than Harrietta Fuller, deftest of comediennes, whom you have seen in one or all of those slim little plays in which she has made a name but no money to speak of. being handicapped for the American stage by her intelligence and her humor sense, and, as she would tell you, by her very name itself.